So by the time the 1979-80 NHL season had arrived, the Edmonton Oilers, the Winnipeg Jets, the Quebec Nordiques, and the Hartford Whalers joined. Most of those four teams had a mix of youth, middle-aged stars, and older stars. Now, this guy would follow in that category because Stan Weir had been in the NHL for quite some time, including many key years in Toronto. Very handsome guy. He looked like a kind of a lumberjack without a chainsaw. But what happened on March 28, 1980 will go down in history as a three blind mice game. A lot was happening this evening in the 8-5 defeat at the hands of the Oilers, including Borje Salming called for closing his hand on a puck in Mike Palmater's crease. Now, referee Ron Hoggart awarded a penalty shot to Stan Weir because he was the closest on the 3-on-2, but in the absence of video review, a Leafs mob went after Hoggart to argue. As that debate raged amongst the players, an angry fan or fans got to the gate. The benches were unsecured in those days at the Gardens and released what looked to be in the video three blind mice on the ice. Maintenance men were sent out to round up the scurrying rodents to scoop with shovels. No, they didn't play three blind mice. Now, from what I saw, one was slightly injured, the two were still living, and you could see the little pity-pat feet going on the ice. We're a great player, patiently skated around during his long delay, and eventually scored on Palmater on a high-end shot. Now, this game also became a popular numerical trivia question, why only two of Wayne Gretzky's goals counted in this game when number 99 scored 5 times. You have to check out that for yourself. Now, just a recap about Stan Weir. He born again in Ponoka, Alberta, beautiful community. He played one season in the WHA and 5 teams in the NHL. Over an 11-year career from 72 to 83. Weir was a second-round draft pick for the Seals in the 72 NHL Amateur Draft. He made his debut with the squad in 72, playing 3 seasons there. Traded to the Maple Leafs, Weir spent 3 seasons in blue and white before signing with Edmonton Oilers to WHA in 78. He played 1 season and returned to the NHL with the Oilers, where he played 3 further seasons. Now, ironically, ladies and gentlemen, his last season with Edmonton was a year before they won the Cup. Now, he didn't play in the postseason in 82 because obviously he was traded to Colorado. So, rough stats, like I said, his time with Edmonton in his first season in the NHL was his best. 33 goals and 33 assists for 66 points in 79 contests. He also played with the Montana Magic for a short while, getting 65 points in 73 games. The Milwaukee Admirals, the Bradford Mott's Clamatos, yes, that drink, and the Dundas Real McCoys. And full NHL totals, 139 goals, 207 assists for 346 points, and 6 goals in a postseason. Of course, his best postseason was in 78, where he helped the squad get as far as the semifinals. Now, his big campaigns in Medicine Hat led him to be drafted. He had 110 points and 241 minutes and 44 minutes of penalties over 2 regular seasons with the Tigers. He also played with the Ponoka Stampeders for 1 season, scoring 35. So Stan Weir, like I said, the only thing I can compare him with, one of the most underrated players of his era, because any time he was on the ice, he did something. But that game we're talking about, like the what they call the blind mice game, there's videos of that online. I think there was a 3-minute version or something like that. Well, it's kind of weird. When you're a cameraman at Maple Leaf Gardens, you have good lighting, and for some reason, this game was poorly lit that night because of the ice. But as soon as the mice were thrown on, it was basically they got their moment in the sun. Now, according to the Toronto Sun and according to the Windsor Star at the time, it was sort of like a very interesting way to sum up that 81 season. Toronto had a very, very rotten campaign for more than a year. Now, the Stan Weir, I think his best fit was in Edmonton. He was playing, I think, on Gretzky's second line with Lumley. I could be wrong here, but what a tremendous player. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not cruelly animals, please cheer Stan Weir because he easily killed those rats. We know Jim Laurent killed the bat, and other basketball players have done the same. But I think he saw the mice on the ice. He went for a skate. He let them clean up, cool as a cucumber, and scored a big goal. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's Stan Weir and the Three Blind Mice game. If you like what you're doing here, we're our podcast channel. Let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. I'm recording this from the great River Valley Hospital in Waterville, New Brunswick. Getting some work done on my foot. Had a little puncture recent days, but they're treating me right on. I recommend this hospital greatly. Got some good staff, good food, and as we'll see in Canada, it's all free. Have a good one.